Thank you, Uncle Norman, for the conversations we've had about life, children, and most important, how Jesus changed our lives. You are now in a better place, enjoying the presence of our Abba Father. I will always remember the times that we spent with you as a kid and then as an adult, and how you used to make me laugh. I will miss our conversations on and off of Facebook. Make sure to save a seat for me at our God's table. Much love. Love you, Uncle Norman.
I was going to say that the world just became a whole lot less positive now that you're gone, but then I realized that the people you've influenced will continue to keep your fire burning, and I think that's one hell of a legacy. I miss you already, Uncle Norms. We miss you.
My name is Norman Longid. Norman Omangan Longid. I was born during the Second World War in an evacuation camp out in a town called Panabungan, which is probably about 30 or 40 miles away from Sagada, where my parents come from. I am the seventh of 9 children. So it's 2 girls and 7 boys. So that's pretty much where I come from.
Hello, Lala Norm, and we love you so much. Even though we weren't able to spend a lot of time with you, we love you very much.
Thank you for being a good, jolly, and very joyful lolo. And you've asked and ordered a lot, sometimes dozens of peanut butter for us, from us. And here,
Peanut butter.
here's 1 jar for you, lolo.
We love you. Love.
Your grandpa Bishop was the son of the fiercest headhunter in the Gotland, a guy they named Longid. It was the way that he wrestled competitors down. That's where our name comes from, Longid, to wrestle down. He was a boy of the American missionaries, and when he was a 7th grader, he started teaching, and then eventually went to seminary in Sagada, and became the first Filipino priest of the Episcopal Church in the Philippines. Later on to become the first bishop of the Episcopal Church. So my mom was also from Sagada, where they met in school. They say that they never had any real sweethearts, but each other. Although Dad had crushes and stuff, but he kept his eyes straight and went on to become a Christian and converted his fierce headhunting dad and his and your great grandmother, who was a witch doctor, converted them both to Christianity, and so that's pretty much where your grandparents go, as far as I know. There's more things that I know about them, but they did a lot of work out in the Mani province and helped establish the Episcopal Church in northern Philippines.
Do you ever have aspirations of being a bishop, just like your dad, or?
No, I had aspirations of becoming a governor and the Mani province, and hopefully eventually a president of the Philippines. But that got cut short by martial law, and I lost all faith and trust in the way that the government operated, and it was a question of should I get in and get involved and get sucked into the corruption.
I know a lot of things that I would remember about Mano Norman, but one of the things that a lot of people remember him for is that he was always for the underdog. When we were in high school, there were no bullies when he was around. pag may gano'n na parang umiilag din sila sa kanya. Napaka ano talaga, he was always for the underdog. There are a lot of things for that I know him for. He was a very loving brother, and I think all of us know that. So for the moment, that's all that I can say.
I need some clarity. There was a story when we were growing up that you knocked a guy off of a hill. And
Yeah.
They never found him again.
Yeah. I was in college then, and one time we were sitting outside of in the cathedral grounds, and then your uncle Sebastian, bless his soul, he passed away. Uncle Sebastian just got off the jeepney from school, and I said, "This is the guy that punched me twice, and has been, getting to fighting." And so when your Uncle Sebastian got off the jeepney, that guy made the mistake of getting off to continue hitting him, and so I followed him, and I chased him, and right up the hill, I gave him a punch, and I never saw him come back from there. It's either he pretended he was hurt, or I don't know what happened.
You knocked him off the hill.
Yeah.
Mom, did you know that you were getting into this? Is this the guy that you know? Or did you know any of these stories before?
No.
Why is it that you left the Philippines?
The Philippines? I fell in love with President Marcos. Actually, he declared martial law. I was a law student at the time, and I didn't see any future for the practice of law. And then with two boys and a bit of wife to live with, you have to figure out a way by which you can go make a living. And there's no way I could make a living back home then. And not only that, I was not free. Mentally, I was just tortured, especially after being locked up in the stockade for a month, and as a political prisoner. So I left the Philippines here for greener pastures in a great country called the United States.
And there was a big typhoon at the time, so we went to the embassy, and when we were about to be interviewed, the lights went out because of the typhoon, and the interviewer, the U.S. Embassy interviewers immediately said, "You know what? I need to rush out of here because I won't be able to make it home with the flood and the typhoon if I stay here any longer." So she asked a few questions and said, "Okay, raise your right hands." And we swear, and then we swore under oath that we were going to be good citizens, that we were going to be assets of the United States. So we left the Philippines, knowing that we did not want to come here as wards. We wanted to come here and really work our ears off and have the opportunity to make a living for ourselves. So we flew to the United States on my birthday. We left Manila on my birthday, got here on my birthday. So I became 2 years older in one day. And then that was how we basically got out of there. So I'm a seaman.
You're a seaman now.
Yes, that's it.
So you have a history of being a fighter.
Yes.
In fact, you had a nickname.
Yes.
What was your nickname growing up?
Grendel.
How did you get that name?
Oh, so that was given to me because out in Sagada, there were like a lot of town drunks, and I was like the Robin Hood that quieted the town drunks. So
How old were you, by the way?
I was like maybe 12, 13, 14.
You're a 7th or 8th grader,
I was 7th all the way to like about second year high school.
and you were silencing the town drunks.
Yeah, because I was muscular then, and I used to box and I used to wrestle. So I was rougher and tougher and more seasoned than was other guys who were like older than me. And in fact, I remember one time somebody went out and tried to insult your grandpa. And your grandpa is a cool man, and he said, you know what, there's nothing. But my friend Norman Killip came to me and said, you know what, that guy really said a lot of bad things about your dad. He was agitating me. So I went out and saw the guy. We started boxing, and I hit him in the ear, and his ear got he kind of got slashed. And that's when the name Grendel stuck.
They called you Grendel.
Yeah, from that time on, it was Grendel, the monster Grendel.
From Beowulf.
Beowulf.